Shaders, ornaments, emotes, ships, sparrows, ghosts, and finishers. These are all locked behind Eververse. The only way to purchase them is with Bright Dust or with real money. But why spend money when you can grind? So in this video, I'll go over the best ways to get Bright Dust fast and how you can easily farm for Bright Dust completely solo. Also, Guardian Games is less than 2 weeks away, so if you want any of the new cosmetics, you'll need to start farming now. This isn't photoshopped, I actually have 100,000 Bright Dust. I'm Marshix, and you can get huge chunks of Bright Dust through seasonal challenges. Each challenge gives a different amount of Bright Dust based on the XP amount. If it says Challenger XP Plus, you get 75 Bright Dust, XP Plus Plus gives 150, Plus 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 gives you 300, and the final challenge gives the most at 4,000. These are one-time sources though, so once you do them, they're done. But almost all the challenges are extremely simple and require very little effort to complete. These challenges also give a ton of XP, which feeds into the next source, the Season Pass. As you rank up, you'll get gifts of Bright Dust. You can get a total of 7,500 Bright Dust on the free-to-play track, or if you do own the current season, you'll get up to 10,500 Bright Dust. That's a lot. But this isn't the only part of the Season Pass that gives Bright Dust. As you rank up the Season Pass, you'll also get Bright Engrams. When you decrypt these, you'll get random cosmetics, but you also have a small chance of getting gifts of Bright Dust. Small gifts give you 250, medium gifts give you 500, and large gifts give 1,000. They aren't a reliable way to get Bright Dust since they're completely RNG, but this is another reason to finish the Season Pass. Plus, every few levels after rank 100, you'll get another Bright Engram, so there's technically no limit to the amount of Bright Engrams you can get. The next source of Bright Dust is through the weekly vendor challenges with Zavala, Shax, and the Drifter. Each of these will ask you to complete 8 bounties for the respective vendor, and doing so will award you with 120 Bright Dust each time, for a total of 360 every week just by doing a few bounties. You can also do this on your other characters too to triple that amount, making it over 1,000 Bright Dust every week for very little effort. Speaking of bounties, there are 2 types of bounties that can give you Bright Dust. The first set of bounties are weekly bounties that come from events like Guardian Games, Festival of the Lost, and The Dawning. You can get 2 bounties each week during the event on each of your characters, and I believe the bounties give 200 Bright Dust each, which means you can get up to 1,200 Bright Dust every week during the event. Not enough to buy the event armor ornaments, but it pays for a large portion of it. The other set of bounties that give Bright Dust are repeatable bounties from the Vanguard, Crucible, and Gambit vendors. Each of these give you 10 Bright Dust, which isn't a lot, but they are farmable, meaning you can do these over and over to get a theoretically infinite amount of Bright Dust, as well as XP. Now, you might be thinking that would take forever to get a noticeable amount, and you would be right, but there's a trick you can do to make completing bounties faster. First, grab 5 Vanguard repeatable bounties from Zavala, or you can use the Destiny 2 mobile app to grab them from Orbit. Then you're going to need to do a trick to block your matchmaking. There are a few ways you can do this. On Xbox, log into Destiny with a second account. Reminder, this game is free to play, so you don't need to buy anything. Then, once you're in the game, log out of your secondary account, and without closing the game, log into your main account. Now you can load into matchmade activities, and no one will be able to join you until you reset your game. On PlayStation, you should be able to load into Patrol, then change your console date and time to sometime in the future to block matchmaking. Although, I know they attempted to patch this in the past, and I don't own a PlayStation, so I'm not 100% sure if this still works. Let me know in the comments. Then for PC, there are ways to block matchmaking, but you could potentially get banned by doing so. So instead, I recommend going to collections and grabbing low-level gear to make your power level around 1600. When you load into strikes, it'll try and pair you with other people around your same power level, which are basically just people trying to do this farm and new lights who accidentally stumbled into this playlist. Now you can grab your bounties and head straight into the Vanguard playlist to complete them. It has to be the playlist for it to count. It can't be the map versions. Those give 0 progress. Depending on the strike, you can do it as normal or head off to the nearby Lost sector to get a bunch of kills. Once you complete all your bounties, go to Orbit, turn them in, grab more bounties from Orbit, and repeat. Once again, this isn't a very fast way of farming Bright Dust, but it's the only farmable source of Bright Dust, plus it gives you a ton of XP towards your Season Pass, and they count towards your vendor weekly challenges, so you'll be killing multiple birds with one stone. One very boring stone. Now that you're able to get awesome armor ornaments, you're going to want a good build to use them on. And you can check out this video to see 10 builds that are must-haves right now. Thank you all so much for watching. I'm Marshix, and I'll see you next time.